When we first boarded Marine One on our way to the airport, President Obama was still feeling jubilant from his remarks about marriage equality, but right away we started then thinking, well, what was coming next? And we had been to so many memorial services by that point for people who had been murdered through gun violence. And so, having given so many eulogies, he said, what more is there for me to say?
When Charleston happened, there's the convergence of a mass shooting and the racial hatred. I remember saying this, look, I want to go to the funeral and I want to hug the families. I don't think I want to talk. I don't know what else to say. I feel as if I have run out of words because I've been doing this too much and it doesn't seem to have any impact on me. And I don't want to perpetrate this notion that somehow this is normal.
You know, over the weekend, the families of the victims all forgave the killer in open court, which I found extraordinary. And the president seized on it and said, look, if I speak here, this is what it's going to be about. It's going to be about the concept of grace.
This whole week I've been reflecting on this idea of grace. The grace of the families who lost loved ones. The grace that Reverend Pinckney would preach about in his sermons. The grace described in one of my favorite hymnals, the one we all know.
Just before we got off the helicopter, the president stood up and then said, you know, he'd added the lyrics to Amazing Grace to the speech the night before. And he said, you know, if it feels right, I might sing it.
When he said he was going to sing, I said, that sounds like a great idea. And Mrs. Obama said, well, you be you.
As he paused and kept saying grace, what came next, the world definitely was witness to.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
When I played the first note behind President Obama, my mind immediately went back to the first time I ever touched the piano and know what it really meant to let the Lord guide me and lead me in that endeavor.
Certainly as President of the United States, your words can move markets, your words can move armies. So for him to, you know, get up and sing and show emotion like that, you know, I think was important, not for him, but for the country. He always stepped up to be the healer in chief, but more than that, to actually push us somewhere better.
It was their strength, not my strength, that I was relying on. It was their grace that then bathed me in grace.